Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the A Word of the Day for March 23rd, 2025, and that is a Sunday. And the word for today is, and no more reservations. And this is the quote: "We have seen the truth again and again. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. If we are planning to stop drinking, there must be no reservation of any kind, nor lurking notion that someday we will be immune to alcohol. To be gravely affected, one does not necessarily have to drink a long time, nor take the quantities some of us have. This is particularly true of women. Potential female alcoholics often turn into the real thing and are gone beyond recall in a few years." And that is from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 33. And here's the common daily reflection commentary. It's a good day for riding a motorcycle. I stopped for a second there because they do make a lot of noise. And I'm about maybe an eighth of a mile from the highway. You can still hear it really loud. These words are underlined in my book. They are true for men and for women alcoholics. On many occasions, I've turned to this page and reflected on this passage. I need never fool myself by recalling my sometimes differing drinking patterns or believing I am cured. I like to think that if sobriety is God's gift to me, then my sober life is my gift to God. I hope God is as happy with his gift as I am with mine. And this brings up a very salient point in Alcoholics Anonymous. It seems to be two contending sides about whether you're recovered or recovering. It has been my experience that most people say I am recovering, but some people do say that they are recovered. And I'm not criticizing people that say they are recovered. I can't tell their story. I can only tell my own. And I am recovering. Each day that I wake up, I have to make the conscious decision to turn my will and my life over to God. And included in that decision is a decision that I will not drink just for today. And I really believe that progress, not perfection. I grow along spiritual lines a little bit at a time, very slowly at first, till you finally get the program. And so for me, I know that I can never drink again, but I don't like to think of it in those terms. Just like I didn't like in the beginning, I wanted to have 3 days. 3 days I was not drinking to see if I felt better. And of course I started to feel better after 3 days. And I always blamed my bad sleeping habits on working 11 to 7. I get out at 7 in the morning, go drinking, and then I have a restless sleep before I went into work the next day. But it was the drinking. It wasn't anything particular about me, my sleeping habits. They improved completely as soon as I stopped drinking. One, I wasn't waking up during the night to have to go pee like 10 times. So, that is why I believe that I am recovering. and my recovery will continue until the day that I die. And there's no shame in that, to say that you're still recovering. There are people that are still recovering that have 50 years. I only have 34. But what does it say? It's kind of like you've reached the goal if say you're recovered. I believe it's a spiritual journey, and I will not reach my goal until the end of my life. I really believe that. And I've got to grow every single day. I've got to do the steps every single day and just grow along spiritual lines, because alcoholism is primarily a spiritual disease. It has physical and emotional components, but it's primarily a spiritual disease. So, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but that's just how I see it. And I believe with these comments by him, I need never fool myself by recalling sometimes different drinking patterns or believing that I am cured. I don't believe that at all. And I have seen many, many people go out who have been sober, and this includes my own sponsor who died of his alcoholism. He was my sponsor for the first 7 years of my sobriety. Go out and pick up where they last let off, and all you can do is pray that they get back, and many do get back, but many don't. Many don't get back. And I'm not exactly sure where he died. It's all very hush-hush. His family did not print anything. And it was really, the death of my sponsor really touched me deeply, because he taught me everything I needed to know, and he was very sincere about it. I don't believe he was drinking then, and we were just really good friends. And yeah, I can remember we went out for a hamburger, and I didn't feel like soda. I had had so much soda. I was drinking diet sodas, and I had a cold milk. I said, "Can you give me a real cold milk with this hamburger?" He sat there and looked at me. He said, "You're really enjoying that milk?" I said, "Yeah, it's really nice." And I wish I could have been there to help him, but we have to accept that there's some things we can't change. And he was on a path, incognito path. I couldn't find him. I tried that, and he just died. And so I agree 100% that I'm not cured. I never will be cured until the day I die. And I hope I die a sober, sane man, having a good time living, and that's about it. I wish you all a safe and sober Sunday. God bless. And I mentioned yesterday I got my roof on, and I love it. It was difficult for me to see it, because when it was finally up, and then the next day I had stuff to do, so by the time I came home, the sun was in my eyes, always looking up at the roof, because it starts, it comes up in the east, and my house faces west. So the other day, the sun was well in the west, and I got to look at it. It's a nice blue-gray shingle, and it looks so much better, and they put all the flashing in it. It looks new. And soon I'll have my house washed, so it'll look like a brand new house. And I'm very grateful that they finally came and did it. I mean, I was paying my insurance, and it seemed like it was dragging on forever. And, you pray, God, please let me accept your will. And I did. And it's in now. So, once again, God bless. See you tomorrow.